So Tesla just officially confirmed that the Cybercab, a fully autonomous two-seater electric vehicle with no steering wheel, no pedals, and no side mirrors, is going into volume production at Giga Texas starting April 2026. And here's the crazy part. This thing is expected to cost under $30,000. That's less than the average new car in America right now. But that's not even the most mind-blowing detail. Elon Musk says owners could potentially earn up to $30,000 a year in passive income by letting their Cybercab drive, paying passengers around while they sleep. You heard that right. Your car could be out making money while you're in bed dreaming about it. But how realistic is that passive income promise? Can a car with no steering wheel actually get regulatory approval? And why do Tesla's timelines keep shifting when Elon says the technology is basically solved? We're breaking all of it down right now. Let's find out. Welcome to Visionary Vault. As Elon Musk recently said at the 2025 shareholder meeting, the Cybercab will be everywhere in the future. And after what we've uncovered, we think he might actually be right this time. What exactly is the Tesla Cybercab? Alright, let's start with the basics, because this vehicle is unlike anything Tesla has ever built. The Cybercab was first unveiled at Tesla's We Robot event in October 2024 at the Warner Bros. Studio lot in Burbank, California. 20 prototype units were on display, autonomously driving attendees around the lot. Incredible. Elon literally rode up to the stage inside one of them. Now here's what makes this thing special. It's a purpose-built Robotaxi. That means it was designed from the ground up to drive itself. No steering wheel, no brake pedal, no gas pedal, no side mirrors, not even a rear window. The only thing inside is 2 seats, a massive 20.5-inch center display screen, vegan leather interior, ambient lighting, and butterfly doors that open upward automatically. Oh my goodness, it looks like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. Blade Runner, anyone? And funny enough, the production company behind Blade Runner 2049 actually sued Tesla over the similarities. That's how futuristic this thing looks. Under the hood, well, there's no hood in the traditional sense, but let's talk specs. The Cybercab runs on a 35 kilowatt-hour battery pack with an efficiency of 5.5 miles per kilowatt-hour. That's roughly double the efficiency of a standard Model 3. This gives it a range of about 200 miles, which is perfect for urban robotaxi duty cycles where the car is constantly picking up and dropping off passengers. And here's another wild detail. There is no charging plug. Zero. The Cybercab uses wireless inductive charging exclusively, with efficiency above 90%. It just rolls over a charging pad and powers up. No human interaction needed at all. So what sounds like the better deal to you? A traditional car that sits in your driveway 22 hours a day doing absolutely nothing, or a Cybercab that drives itself, charges itself, and potentially makes you money around the clock? How does the Cybercab's cost change everything? Now let's talk about the numbers because this is where things get really interesting. According to Bankrate and Experian data, the average monthly car payment in America hit a record $772 per month at the end of 2025. That's for a new car. Used cars are averaging $570 a month. And get this, over 20% of new car buyers are now paying more than $1,000 per month. Crazy numbers. The average loan amount for a new vehicle is $43,759. That's a lot of money sitting in your driveway depreciating every single day. Now compare that to the Cybercab at under $30,000, already significantly cheaper than the average new car. But that's not all. Elon Musk confirmed that the operating cost of the Cybercab is projected to be just 20 cents per mile. Let that sink in for a moment. 20 cents per mile. The average cost of owning and operating a traditional car in America is 77 cents per mile, according to AAA. Uber and Lyft charge between $2 and $4 per mile because they have to pay a human driver. Even Waymo, Google's Robotaxi, operates at roughly 60 cents to over $1 per mile because of their expensive LiDAR sensor arrays. Tesla's vision-only approach using cameras and AI keeps costs dramatically lower. As Musk said during the We Robot event, the cost of autonomous transport will be so low that you can think of it like individualized mass transit. He compared it to the cost of a city bus, which runs about $1 per mile, and said the Cybercab will operate at roughly 30 to 40 cents per mile, including taxes and everything else. We believe that if these numbers hold up, and we think they will, the economics of car ownership are about to be completely flipped upside down. Can you really earn passive income while you sleep? Alright, this is the part everybody's been waiting for because it almost sounds too good to be true. But let's walk through the math together. Elon Musk has talked about this vision going all the way back to 2019 when he told investors at a Palo Alto event that the average Tesla sits parked about 22 hours a day. That's 22 hours of dead time where your car is literally doing nothing. With the Tesla Robotaxi network, owners could press a button in the Tesla app, and their vehicle would autonomously go pick up and drop off passengers, earning the owner roughly 65 cents per mile. Musk has estimated that a single vehicle could generate up to $30,000 per year in revenue. Over the lifespan of a Tesla, which can easily last a decade, that's potentially $300,000 from one car. Incredible. Now Tesla has already launched a pilot robotaxi program in Austin, Texas, using company-owned Model Y vehicles. Rides cost a flat $4.20 within a geofenced area. As of January 2026, Tesla began offering rides with no safety monitor in the vehicle, which is a massive milestone. Tesla's head of AI, Ashok Ellaswamy, confirmed that unsupervised vehicles are being mixed in with the broader fleet and the ratio will increase over time. The plan is to allow private owners to join the network as early as 2026, once the kinks are ironed out with things like payment systems, billing, and pickup logistics. Tesla reportedly takes a 25% cut of the revenue, leaving 75% for the vehicle owner. So if you run some quick numbers, a Cybercab operating 50 miles a day at 65 cents per mile brings in about $32.50 daily. That's nearly $12,000 a year after Tesla's cut and before expenses. Scale that up with more hours of operation in a busy city, and you can see how the $30,000 annual figure starts to make sense. Have you watched The Jetsons? Because this is starting to feel like we're living in that world, except the cars don't fly. Yet. How does the Cybercab compare to the competition? So how does Tesla stack up against the other players in the robotaxi space? The biggest competitor right now is Waymo, owned by Alphabet, which operates about 2,500 robotaxis across multiple cities including San Francisco, Los Angeles, Phoenix, and Austin. Waymo has logged over 100 million fully driverless miles. That's seriously impressive. But here's the key difference. Waymo uses expensive LiDAR sensor arrays that can cost anywhere from $10,000 to $30,000 per vehicle. Plus, they rely on pre-mapped HD geofences. That means every new area requires extensive mapping before their vehicles can operate there. Tesla's approach is completely different. The Cybercab uses a vision-only system, cameras and AI, no LiDAR, no radar, no pre-mapped routes. It's the same full self-driving software running on the millions of Tesla vehicles already on the road, which have accumulated over 6.9 billion miles of real-world driving data. That is an absolutely massive data advantage that no competitor can match right now. We're confident that this data mode is what gives Tesla the edge in the long run. And then there's the manufacturing angle. As Musk said at the shareholder meeting, manufacturing for the Cybercab is closer to a high-volume consumer electronics device than a car manufacturing line. He's targeting a cycle time of 1 unit every 10 seconds. Let that number sit with you for a moment. Every 10 seconds. That could potentially mean up to 5 million units per year at full capacity. Compared to Waymo's 2,500 vehicles total, the scale difference is almost hard to comprehend. But wait, there's more. The Cybercab uses Tesla's unboxed manufacturing process with about 50% fewer parts than a traditional vehicle. Fewer parts means lower production cost, fewer things that can break, and faster assembly. We think this manufacturing advantage is just as important as the software advantage, and most people aren't talking about it enough. What about the skeptics and the delays? Now look, we wouldn't be doing our job if we didn't address the elephant in the room. Tesla has a history of, let's say, optimistic timelines. Elon Musk told investors back in 2019 that Tesla would have over 1 million robotaxis on the road by 2020. It's now 2026, and the company has roughly 31 robotaxis operating in Austin. That's quite a gap. Many critics point out that Musk has promised full self-driving next year virtually every year for the past several years. There are also legitimate questions about safety. Tesla's Austin robotaxi fleet reported at least 8 crash incidents to NHTSA since launching in June 2025, and some analysts have raised concerns about the crash rate compared to human drivers. And when Tesla announced unsupervised rides in January 2026, it turned out the vehicles were being followed by trailing Tesla chase cars with safety monitors inside. So the safety monitors weren't exactly removed, they were just moved to a different vehicle. On top of that, there's the AI hardware situation. Tesla's next-generation self-driving computer, AI5, has been delayed to mid-2027. This means the Cybercab will launch on the current generation AI-4 hardware, which some experts argue hasn't yet achieved a truly unsupervised level of autonomy. Tesla's chairwoman Robin Denholm even said that if unsupervised autonomy isn't ready by launch, the Cybercab could include a steering wheel and pedals. However, here's how we see it. Every major technology goes through growing pains. The Austin Pilot is still in its early stages, and Tesla is deliberately taking a cautious, gradual approach similar to how Waymo rolled out years ago. Musk himself acknowledged at the shareholder meeting that the rate of regulatory approval will roughly match the rate of Cybercab production. And with 6.9 billion miles of FSD data and the Austin Pilot expanding, the regulators will have fewer and fewer reasons to say no. Is it perfect yet? No. But is the trajectory pointing in the right direction? We believe it absolutely is. What does this mean for your future? So let's zoom out and think about what life could actually look like if this all comes together. Imagine waking up on a Monday morning. You grab your coffee, open the Tesla app on your phone, and you see a notification that your Cybercab earned $212 over the weekend while you were relaxing with your family. No effort, no driving, no dealing with passengers. The car did everything on its own. Picked people up, dropped them off, drove itself to a wireless charging pad when the battery got low, and went right back out to earn more money. Now imagine not having a car payment at all because your Cybercab is literally paying for itself. At $30,000 purchase price and a potential $30,000 a year in revenue, the car could pay itself off in the first year. After that, it's pure profit. Imagine the freedom of not worrying about gas prices, oil changes, brake pads, or the $772 monthly payment that the average American is stuck with right now. And it's not just about individual owners. Think about what this does to cities. Fewer personally owned cars means less traffic congestion, less demand for parking lots, and lower emissions. As Musk described it, it's like individualized mass transit. Affordable, clean, available on demand. The entire structure of how we move around cities could change within the next decade. The future isn't just coming. We think it's arriving faster than anyone expected. Now we want to ask you, the YouTube viewer, what do you think about the Tesla Cybercab? Would you buy one for under $30,000 and put it on the Robotaxi network to earn passive income? Or are you still skeptical about the timelines and the technology? And if it were you, what would be the maximum you'd pay to have a car that drives itself and pays for itself? We'd love to hear your thoughts. So please let us know in the comments below. With that, we hope you learned a lot about the Tesla Cybercab and the future of autonomous transportation after watching our episode. If you did, we humbly ask to please press that like button and join the Visionary Vault family by subscribing to our channel. You'll never miss out on any of our awesome videos once you hit that bell icon. We value your feedback and the time you spent watching this video. Thank you so much for watching, and we hope to see you back here soon. Until then, take care, stay safe, and God bless.